Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Juno in the 5th house in a natal chart. Now, if you have Juno in the 5th house in your natal chart, well, you really may seek a lot of enjoyment and fun in connection with that marriage partner or significant other. This is something where fun and enjoyment wouldn't necessarily take precedence over things that are connected with responsibilities, but they might be about equal. If this is a situation where you're involved with a significant other, a marriage partner, or what have you, this could be something where if the situation is where it's very the relationship is really dominated by more responsibilities and anything, this could leave you rather despondent and dejected, because this the fun aspect often needs to be there for somebody that has this placement. Also, since the 5th house governs children, this could be something where you might even feel like you're married to your children if you do have any. I mean, don't get me wrong, most people that have children have a very close connection with them, but it could even be a lot more intense than the other Juno placements. The children can be like an indelible fixture to you, and depending on the sign and aspects, perhaps they might seem even a little bit domineering at times, because they might, because of the closeness and the fact that they want, they may really be the kind that want a real super close connection with you, to the point where you might have a hard time getting your space. Let's say that you have Juno in Leo in the 5th house. That would be a good example of this, because Leo could be a sign, of course, that could be very domineering, controlling. And also, let's say if you had Pluto making an adverse aspect to your Juno in the 5th house, could be another example. You might have might have one or more children that might really, it could also indicate maybe them trying to get some power control issues over you at the same time. So anyway, this could also be a person that you may perhaps might have like a 5th house profession. It could be somebody, as far as a marriage partner, significant other goes, it could be somebody that may be in the entertainment industry, somebody that works in movies, or even just simply in a movie theater, just a general worker in a movie theater, for example. Somebody that works with children, such as an elementary school teacher, or another example, pediatric nutritionist, somebody that coaches kids sports. This could be a person that might even be in the gambling industry, perhaps as somebody that works in some kind of amusement and fun field, or like somebody that is involved with the production of board games or video games, somebody that might where their job is connected with some kind of games or some kind of thing associated with amusement. Now, also, this could be a person that might, in some cases, that might be introduced to you through a child, even in some cases. This could be a person that might encourage and inspire your creative juices, and really somebody that is really very creative. It could be a person that could be very whimsical or have a childlike quality to them. Now, it's also important to look at the sign that Juno is in, because this could impact the description. Now, let's say you have Juno in Aquarius in the 5th house. Well, this could be a person that might encourage you to take maybe some risks. I mean, the 5th house is associated with risk-taking. So if you have Juno in Aquarius in the 5th house, well, if you have some kind of innovative idea or some invention you want to put out, but you might have been reluctant to do it, well, this person can likely encourage you to just take the chance on trying to put this idea out there. I mean, also, another example could be, let's say you have Juno in Sagittarius in the 5th house in your natal chart. Well, this could be somebody that might really enjoy doing fun things with you in hobbies, for example, with a lot of that Sagittarius exuberance and enthusiasm. And it might even be something connected with sports, being in Sagittarius. It could be something in sports anyway, even if Juno wasn't in Sagittarius, but this would further, it would really reinforce this, I believe, perhaps in a lot of cases. So, and also the aspects are important as well to your Juno in your 5th house. Now, let's say that you have Saturn making an adverse aspect to your Juno in the 5th house. Let's say it makes a square opposition or even an inconjunct aspect to that 5th house placement. Well, this could be something where you might have your responsibilities or certain limitations and restrictions in your life might prevent you to some degree from having that full enjoyment that you might crave with this particular marriage partner or significant other or what have you. So those are some things to look at as far as this placement goes. And this could be somebody too that you really might really, where children can really, having this marriage partner, significant other, it can increase the chance, I believe, in having a child with this person, or this person might have children of their own from another marriage that they bring over, and then you become like a stepmother or stepfather to them. One way or another, there's a very good possibility of having children involved in this relationship one way or another, since the 5th house is associated with children. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Juno in the 5th house in a natal chart. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about Juno in the 6th house in a natal chart. 2 things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.